Hey class, this is Dr. Willis logging in and welcome you to Module 4. Hopefully everybody had an outstanding weekend, one that was filled with rest and relaxation. That really was not the case for me as I had my two children, Madison and Noah. They're 5 and 3. And my wife was on call all weekend, so it was just me and them. And they were not cooperative this weekend, but it's okay. They're still babies, but they did have some discipline that came into play just a little bit. But hopefully everybody is geared up, ready to start this module. Thank you for your hard work last week. I really enjoyed your thoughts about the Learn Smart resource. Everybody really got engaged and talked about the benefits of accessing that resource early and understanding some of the support services that are offered here at SNHU. A few of you mentioned the Online Writing Center, your advisor, the library. All of those are very important resources here at SNHU. And I really encourage you to take advantage of those on a weekly basis because those support services are key to helping you persist through your degree. So please take advantage of those. All right, now Module 4. Module 4, we're jumping into time management. I really don't like the word time management because you can't necessarily stop time. But for the purposes of this activity, we will roll with it. I'm more of a self-management, discipline type of sayer, or so to speak. I like to use that connotation for time management. So managing yourself within the confines of time is how I like to say that. But what we're going to do this week, we have a discussion board, and of course we have another Learn Smart activity. So in that discussion board, it's asking you to think back to the busiest time of your life. This could be now, this could be when you were in high school, this could be at any point of your life. And we want you to elaborate on that a little bit. Talk about the time, talk about how you felt, talk about what you did to manage your time at that point and what you could have done differently. And you're also going to look forward to the Module 7 paper, and you're going to talk about some things that you can do to really ensure that you're staying on track and keeping up with your time and making sure you have time to do that assignment. But let me backtrack a little bit. Also included in that discussion board is what you do on a weekly basis to manage your time. What are some specific things you do to make sure you have adequate time to get assignments completed? Do you use a desk calendar? Do you use your phone to keep up with things? Do you create a to-do list? Do you have some type of system that helps you with keeping track of assignments, work, the kids, due dates, etc.? So what do you do on a weekly basis? And then you can follow up with what you plan to do during the Module 7 activity. And lastly, we have a Learn Smart activity. As you've learned from Module 3, the Learn Smart assignment is automatically graded. It can only be submitted through that Learn Smart resource. So remember, you have to have that resource to get this assignment completed, and it is automatically graded. Now that Learn Smart is going to be due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. So we want to make sure that we adhere to due dates. Just to backtrack and talk about the discussion board, your initial post is going to be due by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. We want to make sure we have a thorough, solid, detailed post that's specific to the instructions. I think it's critical that we always write the questions out and answer them, in paragraph form, but we don't want to miss anything. All right. So that response Thursday by 11:59, and you want to respond to at least 2 peers by Sunday at 11:59. A few key points there. Make sure you address your peers by name whenever you respond to them. It's always courteous and it shows a deeper level of engagement when you do that. Also, we want to be thorough on those responses, at least a paragraph, 5 to 7 sentences, and write things specific to their post. All right, quick recap: discussion board, initial post due Thursday by 11:59, responding to peers by Sunday, Learn Smart activity due Sunday by 11:59. Remember, this week is all about managing yourself within the confines of time. What do you do on a weekly basis? And what will you do going forward for the Module 7 paper? All right, if you have questions or concerns, please reach out. And also remember, I made a big boo-boo on the journal last week. So I'm giving you a couple extra days to get that in, and I will compensate for my mistake, and I won't count you off late. So just communicate with me your plans for that journal assignment. If you have further questions, please reach out. All right, y'all have an outstanding week, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. All right, bye-bye.